Hello, 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 hello. Is it working? Is it functioning? It's always the main question. As you can see, we changed, the place of the webcam right there. Hello! Things changed, with the setup. Even if it's not working as well as I wanted and I want, and I hope that it's gonna work, for the future sessions. Normally, now you're gonna see me with that angle of camera. Or maybe not, maybe... Oh, I don't know. See, that's the issue with me. I'm always asking myself too many questions about stuff, about how to do stuff. Hello, Robin. Again, I'm saying it each time, if you're watching this directly on Patreon, maybe click on the link, that I put on the description to come on YouTube so you can talk on the chat, directly. Maybe it's easier like that, in fact. For the chat part, at least. How are you guys? How are you feeling? As you can see, I was so glad, that's it. It's autumn, now I have my sweat, I can drink my tea and all, that's it. Summer is back. Really, summer is back. Autumn lasted for not even 1 week. I want autumn to come. Hello! Prime? Are you on my Patreon, Prime? Normally, this live session is only for the people on my Patreon. Are you on my Patreon? Or maybe it's with another name, and that's why I don't recognize you. I hope that everything is fine for you guys. So yes, like I was saying, now it's this angle of camera. Ah, okay! Okay, so I know... And it's the first time that you're joining us for one of these live sessions. It's cool. You saw it? You saw my reactions to Uncle Buck? It was a good movie. I appreciated a lot, to discover it. Even if, like I said, during the review of it, or maybe it was the intro, I'm surprised that in France we never heard about it. For sure, Home Alone, all of the Home Alone, we had them, we watched them, we are rewatching them, each Christmas, but Uncle Buck, I never heard of it before, and with this casting, it's a little weird. Did you know Uncle Buck, Robin and a new guy, Little Laughing Man? Did you know this movie? I didn't know it at all. And yes, I was saying right there, now you have that angle, on me, because I'm still functioning with the webcam of my MacBook. Hello, Ayana. Hello, girl. But I'm waiting, for the Amazon Prime Days, which are gonna come in October, to maybe have my eyes on a webcam, on a Logitech webcam or something like that. So you're gonna be there. In fact, you're gonna have your eyes on me like that, and higher than usually. Or I'm gonna buy something, to use my camera, the one that I use to film. So it's gonna be maybe more right there that I'm gonna put you, and it's gonna be in a better quality. I'm still hesitating with that, and it's not really for a question of where to put you, but it's more a question of quality of picture and also of budget. Clearly. Because also with that, I want to buy some lights. Because right there, the light, I'm not sure that it's really well, for you to have that at the back. I would prefer to close my blinds and to play with the lights so you could have a better quality for these live sessions. And we talked about it during the previous live session. I'm imagining now to do more than one live session each month, and to do also some live, maybe on Twitch or someone else, to play to some games with you, to react to things. So that's why also I want to buy some new stuff, to give you really good pictures, good lights and stuff like that if I'm organizing really these live sessions. See? I'm thinking of it, and that's why also I bought that keyboard. That was really an adventure. That mouse and everything, you know, going with it. If I have to play some games with you guys, I need to have some equipment. How are you feeling, guys? I want to know if it's really just in France, you know, that we're back in summer, or is it also the case in your country? Or if you are already enjoying, you know, these little first days of of autumn. That's it, I'm tired of summer. Robin, you never heard of it either. I'm sorry, I read your comment, but I didn't check it. Okay. It stopped being... You're talking in Fahrenheit, you know that it's not easy for me, like... How many it is in Celsius? I have to check it myself. Nice weather, not too hot. So you're already, you know, maybe in autumn. It's still very hot where I am, not as hot, but still hot. Ah, I'm sorry for you guys. 38, that's it. Like, it's the case for all of us. It's still too hot, like, for me. That kind of temperatures, you know, like, I'm really an autumn girl. Like, I was born in the south of France, but I think that inside of me, you know, my soul is more an Irish soul or something like that. Like, really, I shouldn't live, you know, with that kind of temperatures. It's not okay. You grew up in Michigan? I'm melting. Okay, I understand, because it's not the same weather. Okay, I understand. Yes, that. Melting is the good word, you know. Sometimes I have to be like that, you know, walking. I just finished, just right now, you know, to edit my videos, my reaction videos to the new episode of The Wheel of Time. Tell me if you are watching it or not. I don't think that Ariana, you're watching it, and for the other ones, I can't remember. But really, this episode of The Wheel of Time, I just finished to edit it. I just finished also to put the videos on YouTube and to already contest, you know, the claim that they are putting on it. But I'm not complaining about it, because really, if one studio, you know, one streaming platform is really playing fair with reactors, it's really Amazon Prime. They are so great, you know, with that. They are playing fair, as long as you're playing fair by respecting the fair use rules, by not using too much of their shows. So I know that, you know, when I'm contesting their claims, in the next hours, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe on Sunday morning, maximum, they're gonna release the claim, and that's so great. But I have still, you know, to be that quick to make the work, to edit the videos, to try to publish them and all of that, so they can have the time to release the claims. So for the YouTube version, you know, which is out, which I'm planning for Tuesday, everything is gonna be okay, everything is gonna be resolved, you know. I have to have that advance on them. September is considered a summer month where I am. Not me, you know. I'm living in the south of France. I'm living near to Bordeaux. I don't know if you know that town. And if you don't know it, maybe you still heard a little about the fact that in France we are making a lot of good wines. In particular, the Bordeaux wines. And for that, you know, we need really summer to end at the beginning of September, you know, maximum, like something like that, for the grapes to be okay, for everything to be okay. I have the impression that my connection is cutting. Everything is alright? You know, for the feedback that I have on the connection, I have the impression that sometimes it's cutting. Is it also the case for you? I think that it's the first time that I'm seeing really in which area of France I am. I think that it's not the first time that I said, you know, that I'm from the south of France, but that I'm from the wines south of France area. I think that it's the first time. Is it cutting or not? Are you still with me? I hope that everything is okay. Normally, you know, with what I can see, it seems to be okay. It looks okay to you? Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so if you don't lose connection at any moment, it's okay. Cool, cool for that. So yes, I was saying The Wheel of Time. Any of you is watching The Wheel of Time? Really, I think that if the last episode, the episode 6, you know, of the season 2 was the painful episode, really, this episode was the anger episode. I was so mad during this episode, like, for so many reasons. Not you? Okay. I was so mad. I don't know if you appreciate, you know, fantasy shows based on books and stuff like that, I think that you can really appreciate it. You know, at first, discovering the first season and discovering this universe, discovering these characters for the first time, maybe, you know, I knew that it was good, and I always love to discover a new universe, you know, with new rules, and to really try to understand it, how it's functioning, and to really also imagine how the writers thought about all of that, and thought also about making everything logical. But I'm thinking that for someone who is discovering the show, maybe you can be like, okay, it's another fantasy show with teenagers, you know, something like that. And in fact, this season 2 is proving that truly this show, this story is so much better than that. They are going really deeper with the characters and with the story. They are really going in dark places. So, you know, this season 2, it's almost like the confirmation that, yes, this show is better than maybe what people can say just watching it, you know, without watching it so much. Do you understand what I mean? I want to read the books. I want to read so many books. When you think about the fact that I bought, you know, The Expanse books, and I wanted to read all of them, and I read only the 2 first books, I think. Like, I can't find the time to read. It's such an issue. When I was a kid and when I was a teenager, like, I was reading 12, 15 books each month. Really, I lost that growing up. I don't know why. Maybe because I replaced it also with shows and movies and really involving myself a lot into them. Maybe. But yes, The Wheel of Time, if you guys, you never watch it, you should. If you like that kind of story, if you like fantastic stories, you should. I had the same problem with books until I got in the habit of reading before bed. Helps put me to sleep too. I would love to do that. I have an issue which is not really an issue, and which is in fact the best thing that happened in my life during the last year, you know, that we spent. It's the fact that for the last Christmas, I asked, you know, to Santa Claus a projector. I don't know how to say it. you know, something to project. The picture, you know, just in front of my bed. So really, I'm at the theater each night, just in my bed, you know, I'm in my bed and I'm at the theater. Like, it's really like, it's so great, and I can put everything that I want because I bought, you know, an Amazon key. So I can watch Netflix, Amazon, YouTube, Twitch. I can watch everything that I want. And really, it's the best thing that happened to me, like to have really that time for myself, to relax. And also because I have a little apartment, I have only 2 rooms in my apartment, if we're not counting the bathroom. I have really that living place, you know, with right there my office, right there my couch, and right there my kitchen. And I have also my bedroom. And the fact that I'm walking right there into my living area, you know, I'm not really relaxing when I'm sitting on my couch, watching my television and all of that. And it's really when I'm going into my bedroom that I'm cutting everything, like that's it. The day of work, you know, the usual day, everything is closed, and now I can relax, totally relax into my bedroom with that, you know, on my big wall in front of me. And really, if you have into your place, you know, into your bedroom, or maybe also into your... I lost the word. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that I'm gonna have some issues with the words tonight. I'm a little tired. In one of your places, you know, if you have really one wall without anything, like really a projector, it's the best thing ever. It's costing money, but you can ask it, you know, to maybe, like me, Santa Claus, or maybe also for your birthday or something like that, and it's really the best gift ever. So yes, it was just to say that since 1 year I have it, not really because, you know, Santa Claus, all of that, so Christmas, not really 1 year, but it's so great, you know, like, to have it. Hard to beat a personal bedroom projection theater. Yes, it's hard. It's hard, you know, and when you have that, and when you can do that, you know, each night, it's hard to be like, okay, I'm gonna take the time to read. And also because I lost that habit, you know, to read each day. And when you lost it, it's not like bicycle and stuff like that. It's not coming back to you so easily to have that habit again, to read and stuff like that. At some point, you know, I tried to do the miracle morning. I don't know if you had that trend at some point into your country, but you know, the miracle morning, you're supposed to wake up at 6 a.m. or something like that, just to have 2 hours before really working. And during these 2 hours, in fact, you're working, but for yourself. And working for yourself, it means, you know, you have 30 minutes to read, 30 minutes to write, 30 minutes to do that. And in fact, you know, really at 6 a.m., I don't want to read. I tried, but really it was not the good way to motivate me. I'm sorry, I'm talking really about personal stuff. If you guys, you want to talk about some shows, some animes that we are watching together, I'm losing my hair like hell. Like always, I made my homework with this live session. So I have prepared a lot of subjects that we can discuss about, you know, about the shows and the animes that we're watching together. Oh, for example, The Walking Dead, you know, Daryl Dixon. Did you watch it? Did you try it or not? The last time that we had a live session, we talked about it and it didn't begin, you know, during that time. So I don't know if finally you watched it or not. You know, it's really interesting to watch it as a French person, because if you don't know it, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, it's happening in France. So it's a little fun to see the clichés that you can have about France, but it's also great because this show is continuing the cliches about some stuff, but it's really details and the big stuff they are respecting us. And for that, I love them so much for that, you know, for respecting us, for that, you know, to not just play with us. But I'm not, you know, like I read 1 or 2 articles, you know, in France about people talking about The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, and it seems that the majority of the French fans are not so fan about this show, this spin-off, and what they are making, you know, with France into the spin-off. It's a little bad, you know. I think that they are really focused on these details, which are a little bit cliché, and they are not seeing the big picture. It's a little bad, I think. For me, the best part, you know, of this spin-off is the fact that they hired French people. And I know that it seems pretty stupid, you know, to say it like that. And I think that it's even one of you guys who told me that on the comments on YouTube. It was not on Patreon, so it's not one of you guys. But one person, you know, on one of these videos on YouTube told me, you have really to have little, you know, to expect us to hire French people, and it's already making you so happy, you know, about this show. I'm sorry, I'm losing my words. Or more, I have trouble to find them. Like, you know, that person was telling me that the fact that I'm so glad that they are hiring French people and it seems so rare, it's proving, you know, that US productions are not making a good job most of the time, and that it's weird, it's stupid, and all of that. Yes, you can think like that, or you can try to be more optimist like me and to be like, it's great, they are doing it, it's already amazing. And it's also great to say that it's amazing and to really say it louder and to scream it almost. So for the rest of their shows, maybe they're going to continue to do like that, to do it like that. None of you is watching it? Daryl Dixon. I'm not gonna show any picture of it this time, because last time I had the live session blocked, you know, during a certain period of time because of that. Because together we watched the trailer of it. Because I wanted to show you that they were using a medieval mood, you know. Oh, and soon, I was thinking about it, you know, I was thinking I can't show any shows, any animes, you know, during these live sessions. Maybe when we're gonna go to Twitch, it's gonna be easier, but for now we can't. I was thinking animes, so I was thinking Attack on Titan. We have the date for the last final episode of Attack on Titan. That's it. We know when it's gonna be. None of the, not only the shows of The Walking Dead, like, really? None of them? When is it? Alors. That was so French. I noted it. Attack on Titan. I noted it to publish it the 5th of November, so I think that it's gonna be out the 3rd of November, maybe? Wait, we can check it together. Now that I have my 2 screens, I can do stuff with you guys directly. Oh, I can even... Wait. We're gonna try stuff like that. It's making a lot of noise, my keyboard, I think. If I'm doing it like that, yes, I think that you can see everything like that. No, I don't want you guys. How can I do it? No, I'm stupid. Wait a minute. I have just to try to do little steps. I want to crop the thing. I should have done that earlier. Like that? Really? I'm just playing right there. I'm playing with you. Okay, IMDb. Yep. 5th of November. You have it right there. Why did I put it on the 5th of November on my schedule? I'm not gonna be able to publish it on the 5th of November. It's weird. Attack on Titan, final episode. Four of November. See, you have it right there. Crunchyroll. Okay, if Crunchyroll is saying it, it's the 4th of November that we're gonna have it. It's gonna be the end, guys. Can you imagine? It's gonna be the end. It's gonna be rough to say goodbye to this anime. And at the same time, you know, I'm discovering it, you know, really late in comparison of all of you guys. And I felt it a little with my binge watching of the anime. The fact that I have the impression that people lost their interest a little on Attack on Titan. Did you have the same impression, you know? That maybe people are less interested, they are not really... Yes, they don't care that much now. They are really like, okay, we want that final episode, we want to know how it's gonna end, but are we really excited about it and all? I have the impression that the hype around Attack on Titan finished, you know, some times ago, like maybe by making people wait for so long, they lost people's interest. It wouldn't be the first time, you know, that it's happening. It's the case right there for Attack on Titan, but we had that for other shows, you know, other animes. No, I shouldn't do it like that. Like that. I'm not really a fan of how they handled the last episode. I'm still excited though. Cool, it's really cool if you're still excited. You're not a fan of it because of what? You know, I'm thinking, are you one of these fans who are really cheering for Eren and who want Eren to win and stuff like that, and because of that you don't appreciate the path that they are taking? Or are you like these fans who don't appreciate the last episodes because of the rhythm of it? I saw some bad reviews, you know, about the last episodes for that. Because of the rhythm of it, they had the impression that they were really rushing everything. I can understand that reason, you know, and if you're thinking about it, it's also the reason that a lot of fans of Game of Thrones, you know, they gave, saying that they don't like it because of the fact that everything was rushed. And it was the case. But in fact, talking about these people a little more, you could feel that it was also because they didn't like that at the end it was not Daenerys on the throne, and stuff like that. They were not okay also with the choices that the writers made, not only because of how they made it, it was also what they made. I like the episode, having 2 episodes and then a gap and 1 more episode. Yes, the passing more than the content. Yes, I can totally understand that. And like I said, I think that by doing stuff like that, making stuff like that, and by making people wait for so long, I think that they are truly losing people doing that. And it's really bad. Like, it's making me think also a little of La Casa de Papel, Moneyist. We had a big hype, around the 2 first seasons when they were out on Netflix. Like, I don't know in your country how it was, but really in France and in Europe, I think so many people were talking about it, but also, on television, people, like, it was such a thing. And musicians, artists were taking the music for themselves, were making music with references to La Casa de Papel and stuff like that, and it lasted for some time. And when the hype, went down, it was during a big gap between seasons, and they waited, really for a long time to give us a new season, and really after that, people were not interested by it anymore. They watched the new season, but that hype was not there anymore, so... I haven't really seen an anime. Is Attack on Titan a good place to start? Yes. I'm not, an addict to animes, and I don't know a lot of them. Like, I can't be the one to tell you it's that anime that you have to watch and only that one and all. But I think that if you never watched any anime, Attack on Titan is really the good door, to take to discover what animes can do, because Attack on Titan, the story behind it and the characters, it's really deep, it's going really far, it's exploring a lot of subjects. In a way, it's written also like a show, like it's with a lot of big reveals, big surprises. It's not that long, in comparison of One Piece, Naruto, and all of these other big animes. This one is not that long in comparison of it. So yes, I think that Attack on Titan is really the good one to start. With also the pictures, the drawings. It's that kind of drawings that I appreciate, and animes, they don't have the same kind of drawings. So yes, I think that if you never watch an anime, Attack on Titan can be the good one. But it's not an easy one, Don't go into Attack on Titan thinking that you're gonna spend a good time, you're gonna have some fun because it's an anime, so it's gonna be a comic thing and all of that. No. Like, really, the first episode is gonna crush your dreams if you're thinking that. Really go for it like you're going for a show, like a dark one sometimes, a deep one. I haven't really seen anime either, so I might start with Attack on Titan as well then. You should, guys, you should. And if you're watching them, on your own like that, maybe you have the time, like you have a little more than 1 month, maybe you're gonna be right on time to watch the final episode. Just like that, you're not gonna have to wait. No matter what, you're not gonna have to wait. But maybe you can be right on time, to also share that with other people at the same time. I'll bring the tissues. Bring them! I cannot tell you. Oh, you have to bring them, and bring also something to to calm your nerves sometimes, because some reveals are really big and are really, you know, they are exploring really dark subjects. Like, it's not dark like it's bloody and messy. It can be bloody and messy, but it's not for free when they are doing it, and it's not really that which can be dark. It's more, I don't know how to talk about it without spoiling it. It's difficult, because, you know, it has so many big reveals, you know, and big switches into the story to change your mind about everything, that it's difficult to talk about it without spoiling you everything. But yes, go for it, guys. Really? I'm pushing you to go for it. I just want right now, you know, to listen to the opening credit of the first season. But for sure, I can't do that with you guys. This video is gonna get blocked like that. Maybe during the live, you know, it's not gonna wait for the live to end to be blocked. I would love, you know, to listen to the music with you guys. I know that on Twitch I can do that. And, you know, it's only for the replay. Maybe the replay is gonna get blocked or something like that. See why also I want to put a little more budget on a real webcam, on the lights and stuff like that, because I'm really thinking about going on Twitch for sharing more with you guys and spending more time discussing with you. And really, I'm pretty sure that if right now we would listen to the opening credit of the first season together, we would enjoy it, you know. I'm pretty sure of it. And, you know, Attack on Titan also, it became popular for sure, but it became also a real reference for so many people. So you have to watch it also for that, to understand some references. And, you know, it was fun because it's also something that I shared with my little brother. When I was discovering it, he already watched everything. So me discovering it, each time that I was seeing him, I was like, okay, now I'm at that episode, you know, so my theories are that, and that. And he was looking at me each time being like, you'll see. You'll see. And that was really fun to share that with him. But right now on my channel, we are watching My Hero Academia, which is also really great, but it's clearly not the same mood. It's really, I was gonna say, an easier mood. Like, at least for the 2 first seasons that we watched together, it was a little lighter, you know? And it's beginning to be more serious during this season 3 and less easy for the characters also. And I'm beginning to think that people are gonna die soon. I mean, characters that I love are gonna die soon. When for Attack on Titan, I think that it happened during what? The 5 first episodes of the season 1, like. If you're getting attached to a character in Attack on Titan, you can be pretty sure that at some point that character is gonna die. Again, I'm not gonna spoil you anything, guy. But just know it, you know, that none of them is safe. None of them. Oh, really? You know, in that kind of anime, Attack on Titan, you would want to rewatch it for the first time. Do you understand what I mean? Maybe you have it also, that kind of shows, that kind of movies that you would love to discover again for the first time, to have again the same emotions, the same feelings, the same surprises and all. Ariana, are you still there, my dear? You watched Attack on Titan. You love so much animes, girls? I hope that you watched it, Attack on Titan. I know that you discovered my channel with Avatar The Last Airbender and all, but I think that you saw it. Oh, and Avatar The Last Airbender. Did we have any news about when the show is gonna come, you know? Wait, I'm gonna try to check that with you. Yep, right there. Tac, tac. Oh no, directly on IMDb normally. Yeah. No, not that one, not that one, that one. Oh, it's not for tomorrow. But, excuse me. Excuse me for that. Oh no! And it's only gonna be 10 episodes the first season? It's gonna be 10 episodes by 10 episodes? I'm trying to work and listen at the same time. Okay, don't worry, girl. Don't worry, it's okay. Don't put yourself into any difficulty, you know? I was just asking myself the question, did you ever watch Attack on Titan? I don't remember if we talked about it together. But right now, I was checking, you know, when we're gonna have Avatar The Last Airbender. The show, when are we gonna have it? And it's not for tomorrow, for sure. I checked the trailer, you know, when they put it out, and really that trailer, I'm pretty sure that I can't watch it with you guys right there during this live session, or maybe without the sound. I don't know how to play with them to not get striked. I said that I wanted to watch it one day, but I still haven't yet. Watch it, girl, watch it! I'm sure that you're gonna love it, and I'm sure that you're gonna fall in love with some characters, and like I was saying to some other guys, you know, who didn't watch it, just know that if you're getting attached to one character, he or she is not safe. Like, none of them is safe. But yes, Avatar The Last Airbender, I'm gonna play it, but not really. Shh. Not the sound, because really... What's the point, you know, of making a trailer like that? Like, really? Tell me, I don't understand. I don't understand the point of making a trailer like that. You know, when it was out, I think that it was on Twitter, it was really like people sharing it, and I think that even some people reacted to it, and I was really like, why? Why are you reacting to it? Can you explain to me? You're reacting to what? It's 30 seconds, and 30 seconds only to show us, you know, the symbols of each things, you know, like water, fire, earth, air, like we already know these symbols, like they didn't do anything with it, anything new. And okay, the picture is great, so it can tell us that the quality of the picture into the show is gonna be great. But no, in fact, no, because really, you can ask, you know, to any production, even one which is not really working on the show, to make it, you know, without you know, maybe they never worked on the show truly. Do you understand what I mean? That thing, maybe they made it 2 years earlier, like it's not related to the show, like maybe they made it in a cave without any contact with the show itself, the production, or any of that. It's just to hype the fans, and thank you, it's great, but in fact, it's not saying anything about how the show is gonna be. Am I too difficult, you know? Am I too rough with that? Do you understand my point of view right there? The fact that they're showing us that trailer being like, see what we are preparing for you. I don't see anything. Like, really, you're not showing anything. And to say that it's a teaser, okay, they didn't say that it was a trailer. It's a teaser. No, it's not a teaser. It's nothing. It's a picture. A teaser. I didn't watch, you know, the promotional pictures. I don't want to spoil myself anything. No, I don't think so. Already, you know, this one, I never saw it and already to see it, I can feel some emotions. So I'm not sure I want to watch the other pictures. Any of you, Ariana, I know, my dear, that you watched Avatar The Last Airbender, but the other ones, did you watch Avatar The Last Airbender? I can't remember if you were already there. Robin, I don't think that you were already there for Avatar The Last Airbender. Were you already there? For sure, I want it and I want it now. The casting, I checked, the casting, and I checked this one in particular for Iroh, because truly Iroh is my favorite character into Avatar The Last Airbender, and I think my favorite character ever. So the fact that it's gonna be played by this one that I love so much into The Mandalorian and now into Ahsoka, just that, the fact that they chose him, I think that is gonna be a perfect hero. So just that, it's making a good promise for this show. Is it gonna be great or not? More than that fake trailer, it really made me mad, that fake trailer. I only ever watched the first 2 seasons. Why did you stop? Why did you stop? Wait, I'm gonna come back to the full picture for you guys. Why did you stop? Why? And how? How can you stop? When you're beginning Avatar The Last Airbender, how can you stop after that? It's so great! Really, I loved it so much. I only watched the movie. For you, Robin. Really? For you. Just know that all of the fans of Avatar The Last Airbender still hate the movie. I never watched it because they all told me to not watch it. Please give it a try. I guess teasers are just meant to evoke positive emotions in fans about what's to come. Not really, because a lot of teasers, made for some shows and stuff like that are in fact real pictures of the show and all. Like, it's difficult. Like, you have the teasers which are made months before the show to be out, and maybe it's that kind of teasers that you are talking about. Then you have the official trailer presenting what the show is gonna be, and then you have other teasers which are more like previews of the first episodes. I also wish we got a real trailer. I wonder if the writer's strike affected it at all. I don't think so, because I think that this teaser was out before the strike, no? I'm not gonna check that, but I had that impression. And no matter what, just know that they worked on that teaser, I'm not satisfied by it, but I can recognize that it's a lot of work, and I can tell you that it's a work of at least 1 month, behind a teaser like that, to make all of the effects, to be approved by all of the different levels of productions and stuff like that. Like, really, it's more than 1 month of work, so minimum. I'm really saying minimum. So I don't think that it was affected by the strike. Video games get this logo trailers a lot. Yes, but right now we're not talking about a video game. We're talking about, the adaptation in a show of a story that so many people loved and are still watching a lot. I mean, why do you think that they want to adapt Avatar The Last Airbender? Because they saw that the fandom is really present, really active. See, even years after this anime, this show was out, I still don't know how to name it. And that also it's watched and watched and watched again and again and rewatched again and again on Netflix by these fans. So they thought that it would be maybe interesting to create something about it. I've been meaning to watch the show for a while. I guess a new show will be a good place to start. Maybe, maybe I'm not gonna be one of these fans telling you, oh no, please watch the show, really, like, you have to watch the original one, it's the only way to appreciate that story and all. Maybe that new show can be a good place to start, or at least to the first episodes, they're gonna tell you, come watch the real story. Maybe they're gonna encourage you to do that. And it's okay to start with that new show, like, it's the same then for a lot of things, like, for people who discovered The Lord of the Rings, like, that story and all through the movie and then discovered the books. Same for Harry Potter. Like, are you gonna judge these people? Same for Game of Thrones. Like, it's okay to discover it with that new show first, and maybe you're gonna want to discover the real show, the original one after that. It's okay. The trailer has millions of views. It's not because of that it's a good one. You have plenty of videos, even, videos which are not trailers and all, with millions of views, and at the end of the day, they are not good videos, But at least it's proving, maybe that's why you said so, it's proving that a lot of fans are interested, are waiting for this show to be out, are really waiting for it. Maybe that's what you wanted to say more. But yes. The Avatar The Last Airbender, it's not for tomorrow. Like, it's gonna be for next year. And I think, the strike maybe affected it. The show itself, not the trailer, but the show itself and when it's gonna be out. I think that for that, it can be an issue. And I checked, the information when people were saying, that's it, the strike is over, that's great, we won, and stuff like that. It's only the writers' strike, for what I understood. For what I understood, the strike, with the actors and all, that one, it continues. It shocked me a little. We had really a few things, about it in France, talking about it, but the ones that I watched, it shocked me a little, to learn that, for example, I think that it was an actor from The Office who was saying, our show is on different platforms, Netflix, Amazon, and all of that, and I'm receiving less than €1 each year for it. When you're not really thinking about it, but if you have to imagine how much, these actors, they are paid for a show in which they were, and which is so popular, and so people are watching it, on each day, on each of these platforms, you don't imagine, that they are not paid at all, for it. I might watch the first season of the new show, then watch some of the original during the break between seasons. Maybe it's a good way to do it. Even more, if it's only 10 episodes, the first season, maybe it can be a good way to do it. You'll see if you're gonna love it or not, you'll see. Just know that I loved it, that I binge-watched all of it. Like, if you're going on my channel, checking the playlist that I made for it, you're gonna see with the pictures, with the miniatures that I made for it, that truly I was into it that much. And I'm continuing to talk about it months, years after finishing it. Even, watching My Hero Academia right now, I continue to think about it because each time I'm like, my power, it would be what, my quirk? And each time I'm like, it's gonna be related to the winds for sure, because in Avatar the Last Airbender, I discovered that I'm made to be an airbender, not only because I love things, related to the wind, the air. For sure, like a lot of people, I wish that I could fly and stuff like that, but really because the culture, all of the ideas, all of the principles and stuff like that around air people, it's really me, like, it's like that. Oh, My Hero Academia, I watched some days ago now. I watched some episodes of it, episode 15 and 16 of the season 3. It's not gonna tell you a lot for those of you watching it. It's during the exam, the first step of the exam to get the license to be a pro hero. Ariana, you watched it. You told me that you watched it. I watched these 2 episodes, and into this episode, finally, it took 3 seasons, finally, we have someone, and his power is to control the winds, to do something with it. And the fact that before, we're discovering that it's his quirk, everyone was talking about him like, he's really great, like he should have been into art school, but he refused it and stuff like that. I was like, so it means that this quirk, it's one of the strongest? It's mine! And I said it first, I was so proud, really. Even if I don't know the guy and maybe he's a bad guy, he's a villain or something like that, I don't care. I was just so proud. It's my quirk, it's my power, it's my thing. They don't know it, but it's my thing. I'm trying to figure out if I know which character you mean. Oh, I can find you that, girl. Wait. His name. I just met him, I can't remember his name. How can I search for his name? Can you hear, when I'm typing right down on my keyboard? I'm wondering. This one! But I just have his picture, like, I want to have really his name. Inasa? His name? It's Inasa? Wait, I'm gonna show that. I'm making my own researches, I'm getting used, to share things with you guys. I'm getting used to it. Right there, I was searching really for My Hero Academia quirk with wind, and I found that page, and it's that guy, Inasa. Wait, I'm gonna try to show you his face. Oh no! It was where? His face. Ah, again. Yep, wind quirk. This guy. Do you remember him? This guy? We can hear your keys. I know that you can hear them. Like I said, when I bought that keyboard, I really made you an entire review about it and stuff like that on my Twitter. I bought it, because it's one of the cheapest one, but still, it's a mechanical one in an AZERTY mode. And, it's really rare to have a mechanical keyboard, which is an AZERTY. It's a cheapest one, but still with 2 sets of keys, black and white. So it's great, because me, I prefer white. It's RGB, and also, for what other reason? And yes, because all of the keys and all of the switches, I can change them myself. And also, it's working well with MacBook, the adaptation is great. So that's why I chose this one. But I'm already planning, which key I'm gonna which switches I'm gonna take after that. I already found, you know, which switches are really the silent ones. You can't imagine how much. Maybe I can make you hear that. I'm not gonna get striked for that. Ariana? It was not the guy that you were thinking about. I was talking about that one because I'm at that moment, you know, into My Hero Academia. Wait, it means that, you know, another guy who can use wind? What? Oh, don't play with me, guys. We're gonna meet another guy who can play control wind. I don't want to stay on that page, you know, because I don't want to have any spoilers, you know, to go too much into it. But okay, you just teased me a lot the future episodes. I wanted to show you what? Oh yes, the sea salt. This one. This one. Apparently, they are the most silent switches ever. I'm gonna try to find you videos about it to make you hear that, or more to make you hear that they are not making any sound. Directly on YouTube, maybe it would be better. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, it's not you. I heard so many things about these switches, I can't find the videos anymore. It's always like that. Or maybe it was a real. Yes, I made the right thing. Oh, maybe it was on TikTok, in fact. Wait. I watched so many videos, you know, before choosing that keyboard. Just to see. Right there. No, it's not this one, it's not this one. Oh no, it's to compare things. Okay, so it's gonna be that. I think that it's gonna be that video. Wait. Can you hear the sound of the video right there, if I'm playing it? I don't know if you can hear it. It's not the best one, you know, video to show you the difference. No! I can't. When I'm gonna find that video again, I'm gonna share it with you guys on my Twitter to make you hear the fact that it can be so silent. Right there, I only find, you know, things which are making a lot of noise. Like, for me, all of that, it was already too much sound. I really like, you know, silent stuff, and I'm so used also to my MacBook and the fact that it's not making any noise. It's weird because really, I watched so many of them. I'm gonna try again. See silent switch. Yep. Switch. Non, mais on veut le son. I'm sorry. That's it. I'm beginning to talk in French, meaning that I'm beginning to get mad, to lose my patience, you know, like... Ah! And I'm not using my keyboard, I'm using the keyboard of my MacBook. That's it, I'm beginning to get mad. See? Really, it's not taking me a long time to get mad and stuff like that. What about this one? It's already better. I'm not sure that you can understand the difference. I mean, if you have a mechanical keyboard, you can understand the difference between that, you know, and something like that. Really, the sound is totally different. I'm sorry. That was my nerdy moment, you know, talking about switches for keyboards. I'm sorry for that. But yes, it's making a lot of noise for now. I'm getting used to it already, you know, to the keyboard and stuff like that. I'm getting used to it. It's already a lot of change for me. So My Hero Academia, we have a different guy who can control the wind. You know that I'm only gonna think about that now. Maybe his father. Because, you know, I was wondering why that guy, he was top of the recommendations before Todoroki. You know, Todoroki is supposed to be the best. And he was above him, you know. And already that, I was like, who are you? You're the son of who? You know, because Todoroki is the son of Andover. And he was, for me, top of the recommendations. Now we know that he's number 2. So that guy, he has to be the son of someone even bigger, you know, or richer. It's kind of like wind, depending on how you think about it. No, that's it, girl. You're gonna tease me about it, and I'm gonna want to know more. And at the end, I'm gonna be like, no, I don't want to know more. No. Like, I'm gonna be mad because I wanted to know and I finished by knowing it, and see how much I hate spoilers. And I'm really like trying to control myself and to really not go on things to have spoilers and stuff like that. I think that I already told you why I hate so much spoilers. It was when which one? It was the 6th. I'm thinking, I have them right there. Harry Potter, the books. It was the 6th one, you know? One big character is dying at the end of it. And when this book was out, during that period of time, I was participating to a forum talking about Harry Potter. Maybe I was going on it each day. Maybe I even wrote 1 or 2 fanfics about Harry Potter. Maybe. No matter what, discovering that book, you know, book number 6, I didn't even buy, you know, that book, you know, on the day that it was out, because really I was living on the countryside, in the countryside, I think that we're saying. And it was really difficult, in fact, to have access to books, you know, so easily and all. So I didn't buy it, you know, on the day that it was out. I bought it, I think that it was something like 3 days after that or something like that. One person on the forum, you know, that I was participating to, sent us, to all of us, you know, to all of the people on that forum, on private messages, that person, she sent us the end of the book. The fact that this big character was gonna die. Without any details about it, it was really like a message with, the book is so great, no, he's dying at the end. Just that, you know, without any introduction and all. Like, right now, I'm saying it to you each time, when people are telling me spoilers on YouTube, on Twitter, and stuff like that, these people are so stupid. Really, they are so stupid that really with the first few words, you know that these people are going to tell you spoilers, that all of the lines after that are spoilers. So really, I think that twice, maybe 3 times, they add me and I read a spoiler that I didn't want to read or something like that. But you know, with all of the time that I spent on my channel and all 3 times during all of these years, it's really nothing. And it was not big spoilers. But right there, even, you know, if I already knew how to see spoilers, you know, people like that, like, I couldn't have seen it like really. It was this book is amazing. Tana is dying at the end. It made me so mad. I remember I was just a teenager, like I was really young, and still I wrote an answer to that person. Like, I was so mad. I didn't insult her. I remember that I really went mad like her, like, what the fuck are you going? You just ruined me everything, all of the book. Why do you decide to ruin all of the fun for everyone on the day that the book is out? Really, the majority of us, we don't have the time to buy it, to read it, and all of that. If you're a true fan, you're not doing that. It's just showing how mean and stupid you are. And I remember that person, she was also a teenager, and really she was so sorry and she felt so bad after that. And she managed to erase a lot of messages that she sent to a lot of us, you know, people who were participating to that forum. But still, she ruined that to a lot of us, and we were so mean. We were so mad. Like, really, because of that, you know, she created in me now a fear of spoilers. Like, really, when you have that kind of things, you know, happening to you, and also young, after that, you're afraid of spoilers. Like, can you imagine? It's like if someone is discovering, I don't know, is discovering Star Wars or is discovering Harry Potter. Like, see, even now talking about it, I didn't want to say the name of this character because just in case one of you never watched or never read Harry Potter. Really, the death of a character, it's such a spoiler. I had that conversation with someone one day about when is it okay to talk about something without being afraid of saying spoilers. When is it okay? For a show, it's what? It's 1 year after the show is out? 2 years? 3 years? When do you consider that it's so popular that now it's a reference, you know, and that it's okay to talk about it freely without being afraid of saying spoilers? And it's really rough, in fact, to respond to that question. Like, are we considering that Harry Potter, for example, it's okay to talk about it and to talk about the death of some characters? The books, they were out so long ago now. So is it okay to talk about it? I'm not sure. Like me, you know, my position, it was like, no, it's not okay because you don't know if people watched it, read it. I don't know what your position can be about that. But it's a difficult question, you know, like, when is it okay to talk freely about something like that? And I'm thinking freely, like, you know, people on television talking about something, like, sometimes they are spoiling stuff. And, you know, it's almost a joke and all of that. And each time I'm like, but maybe some of your viewers, they never watched it, or maybe they were just discovering it and you just ruined to this person's bad, you know, it's awful to do something like that. I don't know. If I find myself describing a story, I usually stop and ask if they've seen it or care about spoilers. Yes, that's what I do also. But you know, I'm thinking more about, I was gonna say big conversations, like conversations with a lot of public and stuff like that. I think it depends on where this discussion is happening. Where it's happening? I think that it's more a question of how many people can hear it also. Like in a little group, you can do like Prime Studios and you can really be like, okay guys, all of you watched it, we're okay to talk about it, like it's okay for you if I'm saying spoilers and stuff like that. But if it's really into a large group and stuff like that, and like I said, sometimes on televisions you have people talking about really, like, for example, Game of Thrones. I'm pretty sure that you can find videos, you know, on television, but also on YouTube and stuff like that, where randomly, even if it's not the big subject of the conversation, people are talking about it and are saying spoilers about it, you know, saying like, ha ha ha, it's like, wait, right there, I'm gonna say a spoilers. If you never watched Game of Thrones, please jump on the video. See, it's that kind of betrayal when, for example, Jon, he killed Daenerys in Game of Thrones. And you know, people, in fact, they are talking about a total different subject, and randomly, in the middle of the conversation, they are spoiling something else. Why are you doing that? I suppose a certain amount of cultural knowledge, or what's been popular, is kind of expected to be common knowledge in a large group setting like a party. Yes, I think so. And you know, it's a little like Darth Vader, for example. That line, I'm your father, it's known by everyone. See, right there, I didn't think about putting a warning for spoilers. Because it's such a popular, a cultural knowledge and stuff like that, that's, you know, it's probably include a generic spoiler warning before discussing it, and then pause so the viewer can exit the video discussion if they need to before talking about it. Yes, you know, and what I'm making, you know, in my videos and what I made right there, for example, for Game of Thrones, it was to say, I'm gonna say a spoiler, if you don't want to hear it, jump on the video. Prime, I don't know what you're doing. I didn't say that Darth Vader is Luke. I was only talking about that big line that everyone is saying about Star Wars. Even people who never watched Star Wars, for sure they heard about that big line, I'm your father, and stuff like that. So clearly that thing is so popular, is so known, you know, by everyone, that right there, maybe you can say that it's not a spoiler anymore. Do you understand what I mean? Just messing with you, but yes, you're correct. I was wondering, you know, if you had an attack or something like that. I was like, what? Maybe he fall, you know, on his keyboard or something like that. But see, that's that kind of spoiler, I think, which is okay, because, like we said, it's so known by everyone and all that, in fact, we can consider that everyone knows about it. But I would never go into the details, you know, for example, talking about that particular scene, who is behind the mask, for example. Like, I don't know, I would never go to tell all of the story and all before I would check if the person knows it. But still, some people, they are not making these warnings, or they are not careful like that. It's a real discussion. I'm sorry. I went a little too far with that discussion at the beginning. We were not talking about spoilers, you know, for that. We are talking about My Hero Academia, about that character that I don't know yet, and about me not wanting to have any spoilers, me being afraid of it since that person ruined me the death of that character in Harry Potter, and then the debate that I had with one of my friends about When is it okay to spoil something? See, that's how my mind is functioning. Like really, it's a work. Sometimes, you know, in my mind or by myself, talking with myself, I have that kind of discussion, and sometimes, you know, I'm losing myself, and I need to come back to the first topic, you know, to just refocus on my work, and it's so rough sometimes to to come back to the beginning of the path, you know. Ew. I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one functioning like that, but it's exhausting. You know, I was wondering at some point if I was... Wait, in US, in English, you know, it's HDA... No. AHDH? Something like that? I don't know. That kind of people, you know, who are thinking too fast and who have trouble to focus. And I'm not like that. Most of the time, I'm not like that. I already have one big issue, you know, with my hypersensibility. I'm already dealing with that. It's already big enough, you know. Yes, this one. ADHD. I have trouble to say the H at the middle. ADHD. I have the impression to have everything in my mouth. Yes, this one. But I don't have it. I was wondering at some point if I had it, but I don't have it. And like I said, to be hypersensitive, I'm saying it each time I was diagnosed like that, it's already big enough, you know, and it's already big enough to deal with. So it's okay. I don't need to have another issue like this one. And again, it would be okay if I would have had it. It would be okay, but it's not the case. I'm sorry. I was wondering, like, how did I end up talking about that? Oh, it's really the end of the day. That's it. Now you can see my balcony. I think that you heard me talking about it, you know, several times. My little balcony, you know, it's not that big, as you can see. My beach umbrella, un parasol in French. I'm coming back to Harry Potter. It's not the first time that we're talking about Harry Potter during these live sessions, because the last time that we talked about it, I remember that I surprised you with the fact that some of the names that we have in French are totally different than the ones that you have in English, you know. Speaking of Star Wars, I've been watching the Star Wars movies and TV shows in chronological order. I'm on the Clone Wars series now. I'll be sure and watch your reactions once I get to Ahsoka. You know that you're watching Clone Wars and I never watched it? I didn't watch 2 Star Wars shows only, Rebels and Clone Wars. Turned out that Ahsoka, you need to watch Clone Wars and Rebels before watching Ahsoka. I mean, you need? No. It's better if you watch Clone Wars and Rebels before watching Ahsoka. It's more something like that. But again, Ahsoka, I'm saying it each time. Ahsoka, it's not the good Star Wars show to begin with. Clearly, you're gonna be lost. You're not gonna feel welcomed and all of that. Like, you need at least to watch one show with Ahsoka before. For me, it was The Mandalorian and Tales of the Jedi. It can be Clone Wars or Rebels. But you need to know Ahsoka from another show before beginning Ahsoka. And Rebels, you know, I was thinking the other characters like Sabine, Hera, and all of that. It's okay if you don't know them from another show, because in fact, Ahsoka the show is making a good job to introduce these characters when they are not making any effort to introduce Ahsoka herself. And the Bad Batch? You're talking talking about what? I don't have this word batch. It means what? I'm sorry, I don't have this word. What are you talking about, my dear? Bad Batch? Ah, Star Wars The Bad Batch. I didn't understand. I was like, he's talking about what? You know, because in just 2 minutes I talked about my balcony, I went back to Harry Potter, and then we went to Star Wars, Ahsoka and all. So The Bad Batch, you totally lost me. Like, I was like, you're talking about what? Okay. No, Ahsoka, it's a good one. It's really a good one. I truly appreciate Ahsoka, that one. This show, to discover it. It's so great. They are playing a lot with ghosts from the past, you know, coming back, and it's cool. It's pretty cool. It's really the show exploring the subject of Master and Padawan, the relationship, and it's great. And they are exploring through that the theme of betraying or not, you know, making a choice, choosing the cause or your personal objective, stuff like that. It's pretty cool for that. And it's also really well done. It's also really great. But I'm saying it also since a long time, since I discovered it. I think that's a good show to begin all of the Star Wars shows, or maybe just to discover the Star Wars universe or to come back to it. It's Andor. Really, it's Andor. It's the best one for that. And with The Mandalorian, I think that it's my favorite show, Star Wars show. It's so great, Andor, when you think about it. Like, for sure, for how it's done, for the characters, for the story and all. But it has so many layers into it, so many things that are exploring. All of the things about the resistance, all of the things. Oh, it's so great. I love it so much. I keep thinking about it, you know, and it's one of maybe... No, The Mandalorian, I would watch it again. But Andor, I really want to watch it again. Do you understand what I mean? When for the other ones, I appreciated them, not the Book of Boba Fett, but you know, I'm thinking about Obi-Wan Kenobi, Tales of the Jedi. I appreciated them, but I'm not sure that I want to watch them again. When for Andor, I really want to watch it again. Oh, I'm thinking about Ahsoka. I didn't do it. I needed to check, you know, if my videos about it... they were okay, you know, they were out. Oh no, it didn't work. I'm sorry. I needed to check it and I didn't make my job. Wait. Ah, it has been 30 minutes. Fuck. See, it's that kind of issue that I have. I'm gonna talk about it because I was saying earlier that Amazon Prime, they are really playing fair with reactors, which are playing fair with them, and it's so great, and I appreciate that so much. Disney, not the case. Like, truly not the case, and normally I'm not in live, you know, when these videos are out about Ahsoka, so I can check. I have the time to check if everything is okay, and right there I didn't have the time, so you had the part 1, I think, which was out, but not the part 2. It was right there, but it was not published because it was blocked by Disney. And again, I'm contesting the claim, like I'm doing each time, because I'm respecting the fair use rules. And they are not doing anything about it. They are blocking the video, and no one can watch it, you know, during 2 entire days. Then people can watch it, but they are blocking, you know, the monetization around it. And normally how it's functioning, you know, with videos, if no one, moved during one entire month, at the end of the month, like 1 month after that, 1 month after the video was published, YouTube is deciding to release the claim on the video because they put a claim, I contested it, they never responded, so that's it, they are releasing the claim, like, it's okay. Disney, they are not playing fair with the reactors because what they are doing is the fact that they are putting the claim, I'm contesting it, and they are releasing it only like something like 25 days later, it's not, the claim is not released by YouTube automatically, but it's released by them, but just before the end, like, it's a pain in the ass. Let's say it's a pain in the ass because it means that they are blocking the monetization during all of this time, and that it's not really important because truly I don't have anything with these videos. Let's be honest with it. With YouTube, I don't have anything during the last weeks, the last months. If I have €1 for one video, it's really, it's wonderful. And it's not the case. Like, really, for these videos, like, I have less than that. But the fact that they are blocking the monetization, it's sending, the wrong message to YouTube, saying that there is an issue with my channel, and because of that, the algorithm, is not considering me, at least even less that it's considering me usually. Do you understand what I mean? Like, that's why I don't like, like, it's bad what they are making, Disney. Okay, they are releasing the claim at some point, but it's so late, after they claimed something on the video that it's impacting truly the channel itself, it's impacting me. It's not fair, It's okay for you to block the video, to be sure that someone is not using the entire episode, it's not fair at all with your show. You want for people to respect your show, and it's totally okay, and I understand that, and I play fair with the shows that I'm reacting to because of that, and I'm okay to play that game of you blocking my video, me contesting it. I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with it to play that game because I'm playing fair, because I think that I make a good job with that, respecting you. Like, it's really a win-win for me, like I see it, so I'm totally okay with that. And Amazon, they totally understood that, and that's so cool, really, that's so great. But Disney, by making stuff like that, they are really showing that they don't care, and it's bad. It's in fact bad. It would be better, in fact, if they would do nothing, and, after 1 month, the claim would disappear, on its own. I think that for YouTube, for the algorithm, I think that at the end it would be better, in fact. Oligarchs versus free speech. In my opinion, your commentary is legal. Keep fighting the good fight. It's legal, yes, because I'm respecting the fair use rules, and I'm playing really fair, like, I'm respecting the fair use rules of how long I use of each episode, how long I use of each scene. I'm also playing fair by not posting the video on the day, that this episode was out. Like, clearly, I could, for some shows, for some things, I could really put the video out on the same day. Like, for Ahsoka, if I would have really played not fair, I would have published the video 2 days ago. Do you understand what I mean? But I don't want to do that because I want for people to have the time to watch this episode on their own. I don't want to be a fake, illegal streaming way to watch the show. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I'm making reaction videos. I'm not a streaming way to watch the show. You have to watch it on your own and then to come to search for reaction videos. And also, it's not fair with the studio to do things like that because sometimes people, they're going to watch directly the reaction video without watching first the episode itself. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I'm really trying my best to play fair with respecting the fair use rules during the video, but also when I'm publishing it and stuff like that. And sometimes it's not enough. And that's making me a little sad, Because I can see, that some people that are not playing fair and they have no issues. Maybe because they have a lot more followers, and stuff like that. Maybe. YouTube and its algorithm, it's gonna stay a mystery until the end and for everyone, really for everyone. Not only for me. And I talked about that, with several reactors, about these fair use rules and all of that. And I can understand that some people are not respecting them because in fact they found another solution to upload their videos, to not get blocked, and it's functioning. And I'm like, it's totally okay for you, like as long as it's functioning, do your thing. If it's how you're feeling it, if it's how you're okay with it, and all, do it like you want, like truly. Do your thing as you want it, but me, I feel more comfortable to do it like that because I know also that if at some point there is an issue, if at some point, like you said, my commentary, it's not considered as legal anymore, I think that I would be also more protected saying that I tried to play fair, like truly, I tried to play fair, I tried to respect the rules, to respect rules which are not really existing but which are there still, which are, we were talking about it earlier, common knowledge, for everyone. So that's how I'm feeling okay to deal with stuff, to protect myself, but also because I think that it's a fair way to do it. I don't know, it's how I'm doing things. See the position that I took, like really a little girl at speaking to the teacher, like I was really like, I don't know, it's how I'm doing stuff. See, my body language was talking for me. Like truly, I have an issue with that. I'm so transparent with things that my face, my body, everything is sending messages, about what I think even before I'm talking. That's why also, I think that at the beginning when I began reaction videos, I was like, maybe you can be someone interesting, for reaction videos in the sense that really we can read everything on your face. So for that, it can be cool, to try to make reaction videos. Or one day, maybe I would tell you how it began, reaction videos for me. When I was telling you at some point that I wanted to make some podcast to talk about stuff, I told you that it was more to talk about personal stuff because for talking about shows, animes and stuff like that, you have my videos and really I'm already talking so much in intros and reviews, it's podcast, So I was thinking if at some point I'm making podcast, maybe it would be about personal stuff, and I thought that maybe one of the first once it would be about that, how and why I began to make reaction videos. I don't know if it would be interesting for you to know that, but I thought about it. It has been a long time that we're talking together, guys, no? I'm beginning to be hungry. When I'm beginning to be hungry, it means that it has been a long time. Yes, it has been already a long time. If you want to talk about something, guys, it's the time to say it. Maybe we can stay together 20 more minutes or something like that, maximum, something like that. If you want to talk about shows and animes that we're watching together or something else. We talked about Daryl Dixon. We talked about My Hero Academia a little. The Wire, we didn't talk about it. I began the season 3. I'm at the middle of the season 3. It's a good one. Sure, it's a good one. Like, it's The Wire, it's so well done, it's a good one. But clearly, I have the impression that we are turning in circles, during this season 3, because the season 1, we were discovering these characters, all of the issues, everything, all of these situations. Season 2, we are discovering new characters, and it's so great and all. Season 3, in fact, we are staying with the same guys, the same issues, And I really have the impression that we're turning in circles and we're not evolving at all. I hope that at some point it's gonna change, I want to explore new stuff with The Wire. But it's still so great. You know how much I love this show now. And some characters. Ahsoka, we talked about it. And that's it. I'm only reacting to this once right now, I think. Oh, and we talked a little about Uncle Buck. The reaction was out this morning. So it means that on the next Wednesday at 10 a.m. I'm gonna open the new movie level. If you're interested by it, you have to jump on it. Like really, Prime, you took the spot, I think, during the first minute or something like that. When for August, I think that it took 1 hour or something like that. Normally it's taking like during the 10 first minutes, something like that. In August, it took a little longer, but right there for September, you were right on time. Like really? I almost felt it, that you were waiting for it to be published. So yes, it's gonna be this Wednesday at 10 a.m. No! Really? First, don't be sorry at all. And it's so sweet to do something like that. It's so sweet, it's so nice. But I'm feeling me a little sorry, that because of me you had a bad sleep, during that night. Because of me, maybe you were into the middle of really a deep dream and all. And maybe after that you had issues, to come back to sleep. I'm gonna feel sorry about it. Don't do that to yourself. I really hope that you appreciated my reactions to Uncle Buck now. If it cost you, one of your nights. Okay, if you crashed immediately after, I'm feeling better. Me, I have so many issues, to sleep. Like really, I need full dark, no sound at all, total silence. And really, even with that, it's taking me at least 1 hour to really fall asleep. And if you're waking me up into the middle of the night, I'm never gonna come back to sleep at the end. Slept like a baby. Okay, cool. Really cool. So yes, if one of you guys is interested, it's gonna be on this Wednesday. I'm thinking, I was telling you at the beginning of this live session, I'm waiting for the Prime Days, at the beginning of October to see if I can buy new stuff, to improve all of this setup. I hope that it's gonna be the case. I'm thinking, normally I would have them for the next live session, but am I gonna organize new live sessions before that to begin, things with you, like playing some games or stuff like that? I'm not sure that it's gonna be okay. Like, I know myself, even if I'm buying the thing, on the first day, of the Amazon Prime Day, I'm gonna have issues. Like, for this keyboard, it took me more than 2 weeks to have it, because at first they sent me, the keyboard, and I was missing 3 keys on it. 3 keys were missing. I don't know why, where they went and stuff like that. I don't know, but I had to send it back, to wait for them to receive it so they could send me one again. Really, it took me more than 2 weeks. So I know myself. I know that even if, I'm buying new stuff, if really it's gonna go down, their prices and all, even if I'm buying them on the first day, I'm gonna have issues with it. Like, it's my life. I don't know if you have that expression, you know, into your country, to be a black cat. I'm really a black cat, like... if something, you know, has to not go well, it's gonna be for me, you know, like, I know it. But yes, I have my eyes on a webcam to put right there, or things, you know, to have my camera working with the setup. And also I have my eyes on some lights to put at the back and to improve, you know, all of the light situation, so the picture is gonna be okay also. Now that I have a good sound, now that I have the keyboard and the mouse, I need to work better on really the picture, because again, it's the webcam of my MacBook that I have right there. It's making the job, but come on, it can be better than that. So if you guys, you're okay with it, again, I'm asking the question for the last time. Do you have one particular subject, you know, one anime, one show, something that you want to discuss about? If not, I think that I'm gonna say goodbye to you and I'm gonna see, you know. Aha! You know, it's gonna be 8 p.m. in France. I'm wondering, you know. Yes, I think that I can go, you know, to make some shopping, you know, to eat. Or maybe I can go on Uber Eats and I can try something. It has been so long that I didn't offer myself an Uber Eats. So long. No, that's it. I'm gonna begin to be angry if I'm beginning to look. I don't think I've seen enough of the same shows to make good conversation yet. I'm pretty sure that you've seen a lot of shows, not the same shows. You're right, maybe not the same shows. And don't force yourself to make a good conversation or anything. It's really just maybe if you came to that live session thinking about something that you really wanted to talk about, it's a good time to say it, because, you know, I'm talking a lot, so maybe you lost, you know, the focus on that question that you had, and it's the time for you to refocus and to think about it. I was wondering if you were taking suggestions for live action shows. If so, I think you might like Warehouse 13. Hope you enjoy your dinner. Thank you, Ariana. We'll see. I think that I'm gonna be... but first, Robin, I'm gonna answer to your question. I'm taking suggestions, you know, for watching new shows like always, but if it's a question of reacting to it, making a reaction video about it, I can't take suggestions because right now my schedule is really full. So I don't have the time to make reaction videos about something else, and for a long time now, because I'm binge watching The Wire and My Hero Academia, and I'm just at the middle of my binge watching of these two ones, so you know it's gonna take me a long time to finish them. And during that time, I'm continuing to watch the new seasons of shows that I'm already reacting to, so I don't have that time. But for sure, I'm always taking suggestions, you know, for myself to watch stuff on my own. It's great also. So I'm noting it. Warehouse 13. I don't know what is it about. I'm gonna check it, but not right now. You know, I wanted to check it with you, but not right now. Ayana, hope you enjoy your dinner. I think that I'm gonna be wise. You know, I'm not gonna offer myself an Uber Eats because it's costing a lot of money. And I'm gonna go to the shopping place, you know, and I'm gonna buy myself a pizza or something like that to not have to pay a lot like I would pay on Uber Eats. I would love to hear about the how and why of starting your reaction channel. I don't think I've seen anyone put out so many videos so consistently over such a long period of time. Your prolific output of videos is impressive. That's really nice. Thank you a lot for that. about first, the fact that you never saw anyone putting so many videos and so consistently. I follow, some reactors, and they are really prolific also, and they are putting a lot of videos, and they are there since a long time. So maybe you're not following a lot of reactors. But thank you no matter what for the sweet comments. It's great, that you can see that I'm working a lot for these videos. And for the how and why I started this reaction channel, like, I think that see, it would be too long and too personal right there to talk about it during a live session, and it's really something personal, so for sure it's not gonna be during a live session. It's gonna be an edited video or an edited podcast, so I can cut into it, so I can come back to things, so I can organize my thoughts and stuff like that, because it's coming from a rough topic, and stuff like that. So just know that to create this reaction channel helped me a lot. Pizza sounds great. Yes, it sounds great. Yes, I think that I'm gonna do that. It's closing, in 1 hour. I have the time. That's totally understandable. Also, I tried to ask something else, but the command didn't go through for some reason on YouTube chat. I sent the question over a Patreon message. Oh? I don't have any moderation things, on my YouTube live, so it's weird. I'm going on my Patreon just now to check your question. I know why it was blocked, because you put, the name of Bordeaux, and I blocked it, on my YouTube commentaries, because I didn't want people, to talk about where I'm living and stuff like that. I hope that you understand why. So yes, I'm from this area. I like learning about cuisines. So what are some of your favorite dishes or food from your region? Oh, that's a big topic. I'm sorry. Oh, some of my favorite ones. And I don't have the translation for them, in English. Wait. Comment on dit? I'm sorry, that was French. How do you say? I'm losing my words. What? It's not gonna say you anything. Like, one of my favorite dishes, it's one that my mother is making. It's stuffed tomatoes, but you don't know the recipe of my mother, but it's one of the best thing ever. But it's not something really particular, to the area where I'm living. Something which is really particular to Bordeaux, for sure, it's all of the wines. If you like wines, you're gonna love to come to Bordeaux. Something really particular to Bordeaux, it's les cannelés. I don't think that you have a translation for that in English. I'm gonna try it. No, cannelé, you don't have fluted? No. I'm gonna try to show you how it looks like. Wait. That, I'm not sure that you ever saw something like that, that you ever tried it. It's really something particular to Bordeaux area, the area in south of France where I'm living, and I don't think that you ever had it. Oh, switch break! Yes, you're coming really at the end of it. I was saying that I'm gonna close it, in 10 minutes, something like that maximum, I need to go out and to buy myself a pizza. Because truly I deserve it. Like, I have some little things into my fridge, but you know, each time that I'm finishing a live session with you guys, each time I'm really proud of myself, you know, that I made that exercise of going live, and also each time I'm like, okay, you deserve a little something, and tonight I think that it's gonna be a pizza. I like making stuffed tomatoes with white wine, Dijon mustard, and breadcrumbs. Eh? Why putting wine into your stuffed tomatoes? Breadcrumbs, okay, I understand. Dijon mustard, why not? But why the wine? I'm French and I'm telling you why. I'm asking you why. There is a French bakery in Chicago that makes those. Turned out, you know, that I'm coming from this area in France where they are making these cannoli, and in fact, I don't like them. It's one of the rare patisserie bakeries that I don't appreciate. It's really like the taste of it, I don't know why, I have some issues with it. When I love all of the rest, you know, like really I have no issues with things which are really heavier, you know, with the taste and stuff like that, but these ones, I don't know why I have an issue with it. But yes, they are really little and they are really well known in the area where I'm living. You are wondering? Tick. I answered to you, Robin. I cooked down a little bit of white wine and mix it with the mustard. But you're putting meat into your stuffed tomatoes. Like, I don't understand. You never talked about meat. Stuffed tomatoes, it's about meat, you know? At the beginning, you know, working with the meat and stuff like that. We're okay with that. I'm beginning to be worried. To take me, you know, on the discussion about food and stuff like that, when I'm that hungry, I'm not sure that it was a good idea. My Frenchness, you know, is gonna come out even more. I'm gonna be like, what are you doing with your food? I don't understand. And you know, in US, sometimes you are really making weird stuff with food, so I can get mad. Not at you, don't worry, I'm not gonna get mad at you. But see what I'm talking about? Like, when you're scrolling on TikTok, you always find some of you guys making some weird stuff with food, and I'm really like, why? Like, you're putting everything in oil, you know, like you're frying everything. Why are you doing that? Guys, what is really the thing with frying stuff? Why do you feel the need of frying everything? I don't understand. And I'm really saying that, knowing that it's the most French thing that maybe you heard since a long time. And I'm saying it with such an heavy accent because I'm beginning to be tired and hungry. So really my accent is higher than ever. Why are you doing that, guys? Why frying everything? That's really a question? I don't understand you. I'm sorry. That's it. I'm really hungry now. I talked too much about food. No Uber Eats. Stop. I've never done that before. The breadcrumbs with the other ingredients are still tasty, so I might make it with a combo of ground beef and pork next time. Your suggestion about meat. You never made it with meat? Wait. Maybe you have another kind of stuffed tomatoes that I don't know? with meat normally. You know, it's the first time that, for sure, you know, I googled stuffed tomatoes, and what I see is nothing like stuffed tomatoes that I was talking about in France. Here, I'm gonna show you that. Stuffed tomatoes in France, it's that, you know? I want a picture. That it's with meat. It's a lot of people are putting rices into it. Not my case. Not in my family. Nope. But yes, stuffed tomatoes. That, you know. See? I don't think that in France, if you're saying stuffed tomatoes to someone, that person is gonna answer you something else than meat. Like, I don't think that it's a thing in France to make stuffed tomatoes with something else than meat. That's why we didn't understand each other. We are not talking about the same thing, in fact. No, I just thought of stuffing tomatoes with that one day. The kind I make isn't a traditional dish or anything. I think in Bulgaria they say stuffed tomatoes and peppers with meat and rice. We are making it with meat and rice in France. In my family, it's only meat and different kind of meat. Like you said, it's pork and beef and ground beef. And it's also onions and stuff like that. But it's really like the meat inside of the tomato, and you know, the taste of the tomato is going into the meat, and same, you know, it's melting. And it's for something like that. I usually do stuffed bell peppers rather than tomatoes. Yes, I can understand that. But like you see, you can also make it with des courgettes. The name for it. Zucchinis! For sure, zucchinis. You can also make it for zucchinis and stuff like that. But yes, in France, it's always with meat. Like when I made the researches, you know, just before that, stuffed potatoes. Tu vas y revenir, oui? Like that, I never saw something like that. Or that? No, that it's mushroom. See, it doesn't have the same look. Zucchini pies, they are the best. With a lot of... Oh, I'm really losing my words. Really, the end of the day, all of that. Cheese! A lot of cheese! With a lot of cheese. Zucchini pies with a lot of cheese. I've made stuffed bell peppers too once. Okay. It's a good spooky season food for October because you can carve tiny jack-o'-lantern faces into them to make an Halloween dinner. Yes, it can be a good thing. You know, it's gonna... I'm waiting for autumn also because of that. Like, I said it at multiple occasions. I'm an autumn girl. It's not only because of the weather, it's also because of, you know, the things that we can eat during autumn, and it's okay. Everyone is okay with it. Like, I cannot wait for really finding my butternuts and to be able to eat them, you know, without sweating too much. I cannot wait. In France, we are not celebrating Halloween, you know, not that much. At least not like you in US. We are just beginning to celebrate it, in fact, a little since maybe the last 10 years, and really a little. That's how I make zucchini pie as well. I usually season it with thyme and marjoram. Yes, that's a good way. I recently made an apple pie cake for the coming fall season. Just finished the last slice this morning. What? Stop talking me about food. I said it. I'm hungry. Stop. Stop. We're gonna stop this conversation. No matter what, I need to go buy my pizza, but we're gonna stop this conversation about food. That's it. Stop. Don't do that. Maybe last time we can begin the conversation with that. Maybe it's gonna be easier, you know. For you, for me, it's gonna be better. Oh, I didn't see sorry, that you said goodbye earlier. Goodbye, my dear. Little losing man. Goodbye. Sorry, I didn't see you before. I was so much involved, you know, into that conversation about stuffed tomatoes. You can stuff potatoes also with meat. Think about it. Nope, but I didn't see you. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you goodbye right now on that conversation. I'm gonna go eat my dinner, you know, I'm gonna go find it and then eat it. I'm gonna enjoy my night again. It was a good live session. And I'm gonna finish it, you know, being glad and all the fact that we talked together and we spent a good time together. It's so cool. Each time, you know, I'm finishing these live sessions, I'm so glad. I hope that it was okay for you also, even if you were working like you are now. I hope that everything is gonna be alright for the rest of your day. Even if maybe you were doing other stuff for others of you. I hope that everything was fine. And yes, I'm gonna go now. And when I'm gonna see you next time, I really hope that the setup, you know, is gonna be different even more, because see, now it's truly the night and you can see that the light is not okay, so I truly want to improve that for you guys. You deserve it. So it's gonna cost me, you know, for the budget and all of that, but I want to improve that. Even more because now that I have new stuff, I really want to do more live things with you, and I'm really beginning to, you know, to feel really more relaxed during this live session, so I'm beginning to think that I can do it, and it would be cool. And it would be cool also to begin to do some on Twitch so we can share more stuff. Okay. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna say goodbye to you all, guys. Wish you the best for this end of the week. Wish you the best, guys. For the food, for everything. Bye bye, guys. Bye to you all.